My name's Maxine, and I'm currently bringing up my niece, Faith, and she's 4 years old. Her mum is my sister, and unfortunately she wasn't able to meet Faith's needs. She wasn't able to look after her because of her chaotic lifestyle at the time. She was in an abusive relationship, and I think that just made it hard for her to manage her life and to prioritise the needs of her child. Well, unfortunately, Faith was in care before I stepped in. Yeah, it ripped my heart out, really. I wanted to rescue her. I really did. The fact that she was separated from her family, that's awful in itself. When you're a kinship carer, you're kind of just walking headlong into an unknown. Some time after Faith came to live with me, there was a lot of pressure starting to build up because I'd had to give up my job in order to take her. I was in a relationship when I was going through the process, and unfortunately that started to disintegrate. Also my health was suffering a little bit as well, and family relationships disintegrated. Yeah, it was a very, very difficult time, and emotionally I was on the floor. They give you the court order and it really is, there's a child, go on, get on with it. It was like rummaging around, you know, trying to look for services and help, and people not really knowing the answers because they didn't know what special guardianship was, they didn't understand kinship care. I felt like I was out to sea all by myself, and I'm not a great swimmer, by the way, and I'm trying to hold afloat this little baby as well. I'm still in my one-bedroom flat that I was in when before I got Faith. I tried to get rehoused, and it's like every door's been shut. She's got a cot in my room, but she's outgrown it, and now she started school. I'm just wondering where's she going to study? On the floor, bless her. It's not really, I don't think it's fair for a child that's already had a rough start. She suffered probably more loss than a lot of people have in their, adults have in their lifetime. She's lost her birth parents, and then she's gone to live in foster care, and then lost those, and now she lives with me. And she has a constant fear of me, if I'm going somewhere, that I'm not going to come back. Contact with her birth family is very difficult for her, and there was one quite extreme time when we hadn't had contact with her mum for quite some time, and we went to a party, and her mum was there with a new son. Faith was introduced to her baby brother, and of course in that moment she was really excited, but it was awful when I got home, really awful. It was really distressing to watch how distressed she was. She could rage for hours. I've taken down my mirrors in the house. I've lost a TV because of it. Yeah, there's been a lot of challenges. Grandparents Plus have helped me throughout my whole journey, and I'm so thankful for it as well. It's been a really difficult process, and I can't think how more difficult it would have been if Grandparents Plus weren't around. They were the only people that I could ask a question and actually get an answer from. Literally, the only people that I knew of, and also going to their conferences as well and meeting other kinship carers. That for me, that was one of the biggest things, because I really thought I was alone in all of this. I thought that no way anybody else could be going through this. And then I walked into the House of Commons, was my first event I went to, and met all these, listening to all these people's stories. Thinking about it actually, it kind of like taking me back there, because I didn't realise how emotional I was going to get. And it was a sense of relief. It's kind of brought me to the place that I am now, really. Feeling a lot more stable and armed and dangerous. Despite it being hard, I mean, you might get a sense that everything that I've said, that, oh, why would you want to go and do that? But You absolutely would, because the little girl that I've got in my life is, she is a bundle of fun and joy. She's keeping me alive, definitely. The fact that actually, even though it is difficult for her to manage her emotions and things at the moment, she does get to see her siblings. She does know who they are. She does get to see her parents. She does know who they are, and you know, she has a sense of identity. Every day I just give thanks. I really do. You know, I love this little girl so much, and she loves me back, and I hope she'll be able to sit down one day and say, yeah, I know I had a sense of love, you know, by being with me. You know, that's my hope.